Let me say this. Let me put my name on this dish, okay? There's no person that can cook this dish that can hate it. I don't care who you are. I don't care how picky you are. Let me tell you, this meal is amazing. It's very today I'm doing a very insane pantry challenge. I made a video of organizing the pantry, and as I was cleaning it up, I found a lot of foods in the pantry that from my nana and papa, the canned stuff, and not only that, we had a lot of food, and I was thinking that this food could actually take us the entire month without having to buy food for the rest of January and also for the month of February. It took that cleaning of the organization to really make me start to really think of pantry cleaning. Like, let me show you guys. So this is the pantry right now. This is the grains at the bottom, and then this is the beans and legumes and nuts, and then these are the canned stuff. But today I'm not using anything canned. My husband actually started like to just take the canned stuff and just divide them by category so that we know what this is. And I have never in my life, I mean, I don't like canned refried beans. Ever since someone made me refried beans from scratch, I don't like them. But my husband said I should not give it away. I should actually save it and let it, and then he'll eat it. But I'm going to be making refried beans. So if this is the content that you like, make sure you subscribe because I'm excited. I've never in my life made enchiladas, but this enchilada sauce is making me make plans for enchilada. That is bis consomme. I don't know how to pronounce it. Please don't kill me. This one my husband likes to use it to make rice pilaf. Today's day one of the massive pantry challenge, and the way it works is that I'm gonna have to take the foods from here and not go to the store to buy foods because I have enough. And today I'm in the mood for this. I'm in the mood for this. I dare you to buy Samp. And I had some leftover yellow Samp. As you see, I mixed them up. It doesn't make a difference. I mean, it's yellow and white. So in short, Samp, as you see here, is just corn, and then it is dried. After it is dried, it is cut, the kernel of the corn. First things first, I'm going to take this kettle so that I can boil water. I prefer to cook with boiling water. So I'm gonna be putting in 2 cups. This is, by the way, not for one day. It's not a meal for one day. I'm very big with meal prepping, so this meal is very good for meal prepping. And I only cook it. I mean, you'll see how much it's gonna have. It's gonna be, we'll be having leftovers depending on how my husband is gonna eat. One thing I forgot to mention is that this corn that I was able to find, unfortunately, is genetically modified. If you don't mind organic versus genetically modified, definitely this will be the corn to get. But I've never, it's so hard to find organic Samp. If you've ever find organic Samp, let me know in the comments below. But no, these are the things that sometimes I compromise. If there's one thing that I compromise a lot on is when it comes to organic versus inorganic, is corn. Corn is very difficult to have it in organic. Even here in America alone, I mean, I live in Oregon now. It's kind of like easier because people have farms here, but when I was living in Arizona, it was very difficult and almost impossible. So with Samp, this corn is not organic corn. And if you don't mind to get any corn that is not that is not organic, definitely this meal is delicious. Or if we can find organic one, let me know in the comments below, because that's what I would have preferred. I have to mention that to people like me that prefers to eat organic. But yeah, that's what happened. That's unfortunate that corn is slowly fading away. The real corn, the organic corn, is slowly fading away from our eyes, and it's like we don't see it. And that's the real thing about here. Almost 90%, if not 100%, of all the corns that I had in my country was genetically modified. You may be asking, how did you know? In Africa, let me talk for my country, in Botswana or in South Africa, especially in South Africa, it is not like here in America. Here in America, you do not have to write, if the food is not organic, you are not required by law to write that is genetically modified. So if it's not written non-GMO, you probably are buying a modified thing because they cannot write genetically modified because it's kind of gonna turn off the consumers away. So in Africa, especially in South Africa or these countries, or I think I had in Australia too, it is required by law to actually write when the food is genetically modified. So you will see it's written this product contains the food, the corn that is modified. And corn in Botswana, especially the one that makes Samp and stuff like that, a lot of it is genetically modified. You'll be saying, how did Monsanto or all these people get there? They got in there. So yeah, so it's hard to find. Okay, in short, it's hard to find organic corn. So let me put water in the corn and I'll show you. So I just turned on the stove on high. This pot had some oil. My husband the other day made the kids French fries. I told him not to wash it because regardless, it's going to stick to the pot. It doesn't. Corn does not care. I mean, especially with Samp, what I'm making, it doesn't care whether the pot is non-stick or not. It's going to stick. You'll see later. Open for Mikey. Open for mommy, please. Please look at the door. It doesn't matter. Don't close for Mikey. I almost forgot to show you guys. Let me go and show them. Let's go, baby. Let's go and show them. I almost forgot to tell you how warm it is today. Last time I shared and it was filled with snow everywhere. And oh, there's a lion here. What does the lion say? Oh, we have a lion, guys. It's not a person. What does the lion say? It's roar. So how's the weather?
Very warm.
Has it been like this?
It wasn't like this when I grew up here.
It was not, right? Yeah, things have changed. Because it's very, very warm. Look at us right now. Look at us. We are in the place that actually snows. Mikey, say hi.
Hi.
Say how are you?
Hi.
This is what I'm gonna add. All right. I'm putting the same amount of I'll use 1-to-1 ratio. So the water is draining out. Let me go and show you the Samp. So here's the Samp. Here's how it looks. I mixed the white and the yellow Samp. So it is how it looks. Let me taste to see how soft it is. Taste time. So Samp is cooked. It is done. When it's done, I put the beans as raw as they are. I mean, it's done, but it's not very, very soft. So now I'm gonna be putting in the black-eyed peas in the Samp, and I'm gonna add more water so that the black-eyed peas is cooked. Notice I'm not adding seasoning yet, no salt yet, because when you put salt in the beans before the beans are ready, you are in for disaster. You don't want to do that. So I'm gonna put in the black-eyed peas and wait until the black-eyed peas are soft, and then I'll add the seasoning. I mean, you will see. I'm gonna show you every step of it. This is how it looks like. I don't mix it all the way from the bottom. I can just mix the top, because if we keep on stirring it from the bottom, it's going to stick even the more. So I try to stay away from mixing it up as yet. This is how it looks like. I'm going to add more water. This time the water is to make sure that the beans are cooked. And look at how starchy corn is. Corn is very, very starchy. And guys, this meal is amazing. Let me just sit down. Let me challenge you, for some of you, to make this meal. And if you've had it, how do you cook it? Because last time I cooked it and I added a little stick of butter, people were shocked, saying, no, don't destroy the tradition, because usually we don't add butter. But I knew that my family is gonna maybe like the creaminess of butter. But today I'm not sure if I'm gonna add butter. I don't think I will, but I'll show you another way to make it. This dish, you know, one thing that God has created with black-eyed peas is that black-eyed peas have their own aroma and their own taste to them. If we hate eating black-eyed peas by themselves, you will not. There's no way you can hate this. Let me say this. Let me put my name on this dish, okay? There's no person that can cook this dish that can hate it. I don't care who you are. I don't care how picky you are. Let me tell you, this meal is amazing. It's very creamy. I'm adding more of the water, and my husband loves this, and my kids. And voila, now it is done. Everything is cooked. Now it's time for me to season it. When it comes to seasoning, it's all based on your own preference. I cannot make it spicy. My kids never learn spicy food, so every time I put spicy on them, they freak out. So I'm just gonna add seasoning salt. That's it. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Just seasoning salt. Maybe I can add a little tiny of turmeric. I'll tell you exactly what I added, but at this point it depends on your own taste buds. Whatever you like to season your favorite stew with, or whatever you like to season your spaghetti with, I mean your main spice that you like, this is it. For me, seasoning salt does it for me. And I've never added turmeric, but I'm thinking I'm gonna add turmeric to add a little color to it, just a tiny bit. And then I'll see what else to add. I'll show you what I'm adding. And before I add salt, this dish is very, very sensitive to salt. Too much salt will be yucky. Then again, little salt is better. Don't add too much salt. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of seasoning salt, just like that, and then I'm gonna mix it. You don't want to add too much salt. Too much salt is to ruin your dish, because you add too much salt, your dish is destroyed. It's better to add less salt than more salt. Let me mix and then I'll taste it a little bit. This is how it looks like. So it is good. It looks amazing. I only added seasoning salt. I didn't add garlic. You want me to get garlic to it? I didn't add garlic to it. This meal is just nice by itself. As you see the creaminess. Let me serve it in a plate and I'll show you. So I sprinkled it with a little bit of cheese. Last time I shared how I add a little bit of cheese. People were shocked. People that know this meal were shocked, saying cheese. I wouldn't have known if I had never met my husband. My husband is the one that tried it first. And as my husband tried it first, I was like, what? You're adding cheese to that meal? You are destroying the culture. And then I added cheese myself. Oh my. Especially sharp cheddar. Like, just add a little bit of sharp cheddar or any cheese of your choice. But I'm telling you, cheddar cheese complements this very well. And not only that, just hold on, in a second I'm going to show you how my husband eats his. My husband makes it the top-notch delicious. And other stuff that he adds I cannot add, because I'm trying to watch my calories. Like, I'm trying to make sure that I eat as healthy as I can these days, especially this year. So if it was by my choice and not because I was just watching what I eat, I would have eaten exactly like my husband, because my husband really makes it. Let me show you how much cheese he's shredding. And so my husband just finished shredding some cheese. Let me go and serve myself, and I'll show you how much cheese I put on mine. That's your beans. And Joshua asked me to add more cheese on his.
How much cheese?
Yeah, you want more cheese? Let me get cheese for you. Do you like it? Yeah, yours is coming, baby. And here is Joshua's. Of course, he has to eat where there's more cheese.
Yeah.
My kids with cheese. Yeah. To know the taste, let's wait for Mikey to really judge it for us. Here, put yourself. Oh, guys, honey, tell them how you eat yours.
It's my bean and Samp sundae. You know, like a sundae has ice cream, chocolate sauce, whipped cream, and nuts on it. This has
The
cheese,
same meal,
crackers, and hot sauce on it.
Just tell them what kind of crackers you put there.
Oh, this Ritz crackers work.
Just original Ritz crackers. And as you see, my boo-boo is done, and Joshua on the other hand is done, and Caleb is eating. Oh, you guys, my husband just went for seconds. Let me ask you, honey, how would you explain this meal to an American? How does it taste like? Please do it like how you would taste it.
I don't know, I never really eaten beans until I married you. And this is my exposure to beans, so I just think it tastes good.
Yeah, it is. It tastes very good. He just went for seconds.
Very hearty.
It's very, oh yeah, very hearty. But beans are not very, like that. It tastes hearty, but it's not, as far as calories, it does not have as much. Like, it's one of the healthiest food, and also it's vegan as long as you don't add cheese like my husband does. And let me give this to my husband though. He added all the stuff, and he has made it taste, he has taken the taste to another level. Definitely a must try meal. It's yummy. Michael finished, Mommy finished, Joshua finished, and Joshua is eating crackers, and Caleb there finished. And for parents, it's definitely a very good meal for children, especially if you don't want children to eat junk. After I saw myself struggle with losing weight and gaining a lot of weight, I told myself that what I'm going to be teaching my kids here is going to be to eat very healthy and to make them understand that good food is good for you. And Mommy learned her lesson throughout the time, and I never became too big until I went to university in Canada. And since my kids are in America, where in America is children are usually like sometimes they can be obese and stuff, I told myself that with these kids I'm going to teach them, and this is one of the meals that you can make the kids that the kids will love, and it's very, very good for the kids. And as you saw, I did not add any oil to it. That is because black-eyed peas are very hearty by themselves. They don't need much oil. But otherwise you can add oil if you want, and I definitely highly recommend it. Let me know in the comments below if you have ever tried this meal, and if you're from any country that cooks this meal, so that people will not think that because I made it, I like it, like it's that good. And I'm going to close this vlog here. Oh, what are you eating? You're eating crackers? How are they? Are they yummy? Say bye.
Bye.